some cardboard down here. Realized my Farella box was kind of lingering down and whatnot. So I was like, maybe we should take down some of it. That way it's not like Aaron and I having to take like an entire, like 2 handfuls ourselves. It is a little bit later in the morning than I would normally leave, but I was trying to avoid rain showers. A couple weather apps said that stuff would be finishing about midday. So there's that. And yeah, I was thoroughly expecting yesterday to be a one take. It just kind of stumbled over my words there near the end, and the sun and the clouds and everything went up weird. All right, it's a little later in the day. We're gonna go check out a neighborhood. I'd seen a number of apartments up in the area, and I figured, you know, I might as well show Aaron the area. See how wonderful it is. I mean, it's not like the perfect neighborhood. It's not Pleasantville, but it certainly is.
That's good.
Yeah. Was referencing, someone was talking about something at practice, and I was like, a white picket fence, and they didn't quite know what I meant. I was like the little white with the little posts and the fence. I finally pulled out the phone and Googled a white picket fence, and they're like, oh, okay. Like, they'd seen it, but they didn't know what its name was. You know, and some duchies do know what it is. It just all depends on who had what, you know, exposure. So, yeah. But yeah, so we're heading over to Amstel because part of the thing is we're looking for, like, transit ways to get there and how easy the places are to get to.
Yeah.
So if we can go from Amstel to there in a decent amount of time, or, you know, it's easy to do it, you don't have to transfer this way, that way, this way, that way, then sure.
Yeah.
But also a benefit for this same area is there's also a bus that actually connects Amstel to up there. So, like, he needs to go to Eindhoven, he can just take the tram into Centraal, grab the train there. He needs to go to Amstel Gebouw, just take the bus all the way down to the station and not have to transfer, you know, metros. Like, direct lines of transit are amazing.
They really are. This city's transit is amazing.
Oh, I know.
I always am confused when people tell me, oh yeah, the transit here is not that good. I'm like,
because that's they also say that sometimes their healthcare isn't that great because
you have to pay for it sometimes.
Well, that's the thing is, it's sort of like what I was saying on Facebook. You know, being autistic and being classically late to the party on a bunch of things, you know, like liking things, riding an actual bike in my own life. I didn't start till I was like 10, by the way. I didn't start riding a bike till I was like 10 years old. So I'm like always been kind of late to the party about things. And so coming here and being, you know, seeing what actual democracy is like and what healthcare can be, I'm like, oh yeah, I felt kind of late to the party, but yeah. And I think it was Yan, he posted on that, he goes, seems like you're starting to like living in Europe. I'm like, don't jinx it. Shh, don't jinx it. All right, we made it out here. That's the metro stop I thought it was. That building is, I don't understand art sometimes. I don't know why there's a good chunk missing out of it. Seems like someone failed at Tetris, but then called it art. But yeah, this is the outside of the Whale. Aaron actually looked into it more, and it may be hard to rent here because this is got a lot of low-income housing in it.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking
primarily rent control.
Yeah, and that the more penthousey things would be other things. Like the ones that are up in the triangles that are probably weird shaped and stuff might be.
Yeah.
But the neighborhood's really cute. It's got the water right there. It's got a lot of transit around. Bike paths. I mean, I've been around here a couple times with bike. Literally a couple times. Not even like exaggerating. I've been around here twice. But yeah, the 26 actually stopped off at a different location than I thought, but it's still close.
Yeah, it's still a small walk.
I think it's still shorter than the walk that we would take to get to the 37 from where we live now. Yeah, okay.
And it's a straighter shot.
Yeah. Plus, yeah, But we're gonna walk around and look at stuff. We ate at Salsa Shop, so that was fun. Sorry. Chipotle.
Yeah. And I'm just eating cherry tomatoes.
It was very odd for me to see him buy that, because I'm like, he's never bought it before in my presence.
Yeah, sometimes I really want tomatoes or some vegetable or something.
He's having pregnancy cravings.
Apparently.
So we decided to walk down the rest of this dock-ish. I mean, it is a dock. There's a bunch of tie-off locations. Because Aaron and I just looked and went, wow, what a boat, what a boat. You know, I forget the movie, but it's just like, looks up, wow, what a hole. And I forget the movie. I'm still thinking it's Legend, because there's a lot of quotes from that I have stuck in my head. So I was like, that is really big. And then I realized I'd never actually stood next to a cruise ship before and just took in the, like, I would probably assume that thing says no tug is a normal sized door. But you have to think, watch me zoom. We are now at 6 times zoom. That door is 3 times my height. That door is 2 floors high. I mean, as you can see, look at those little windows. And look at the door right there. It's 2 floors tall. Also,
and those are lifeboats.
Those are very, very nice looking lifeboats too. They got curtains on the inside so you don't get to see all the people dying. They didn't make it to the lifeboat. Close the curtains. There's too many people getting sucked under. What about that one lady who's taken up an entire plank of wood? Just close the curtains. Close the curtain. I don't think they might not actually, I mean, they may be functional as lifeboats, but like, they may be just like touring boats.
True.
That they get people in and they kind of just dump them off the side so they can dock the boat and then like have it tour like a Caribbean island or something. Go around the, rather than take the entire ship around. Whereas these are probably the actual lifeboats.
Yeah.
These are probably the actual lifeboats. Because they don't look like they got anything special or fancy about them. And just like, get the hell in here. Whereas those have like a little door and curtains and like tinted windows. I'm like, what the hell does a lifeboat need tinted windows for? They are just monstrous. I mean, we're looking at 1 floor here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stories tall.
12 stories tall and longer than some of these apartment buildings.
Yes. I would have to say about 2 football fields, you think? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we took the 65 back from whatever that, what would you call it?
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah.
The place across the river from
KNSM Island.
And Java Island.
Yeah, Java. Anyways, so we're swinging back up. We're gonna pick up some ices, little ice cream scoop things, and then head home. I don't know what else we're doing today. We kind of went on a little excursion. Obviously, it's only like 4:30. There's gonna be a dinner of some sorts, but like, there's not much interesting. It's all gonna be interesting tomorrow.
Yeah.
A trip, like, literally, the last time we were in Arnhem, it was midnight and we were coming back from Dusseldorf. And all we did was see the inside of the station. We didn't even know what track we were supposed to be on because it was like the last train to get back to Amstel. And then we had to walk home in the dark. Because no buses or anything were running at like 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we get to see what Arnhem actually looks like. Not, yeah.
Shock.
Ah.